Welcome to the Daily Update. Today is Friday, September 25th, 2015. We got a little bit before the close, about another 30-45 minutes. Looking at the 30-minute chart, I just want to kind of look at today's action. I've been kind of looking at smaller time frames like we've been talking about, some shorter term trades. This morning we had a pretty decent sized gap up. This was on the back of Janet Yellen basically saying last night, and we talked about her speech yesterday, that she would personally or whatever thinks that rates may rise this year, right? So initially there was a little bit of a sell-off and there was a rally and it was kind of sloppy, but we woke up to a gap up, solid trading, or at least solid bulls holding on to gains until this afternoon, and we're starting to get this fade into the close. Now, this could just be the normal Friday fade. I don't really know. The spiders are only down 0.46%, so it's not even a 0.5%. But that's not really the whole picture right now. Okay, so it's kind of gap up and fade. This will go back to the daily chart. What I'm seeing, first of all, financials were definitely the big winners of the day. Now, when you look at the chart, it doesn't really look that great. However, the idea that rates are going to rise actually put a little bit of oomph in the dollar and financials. So, UUP is up a little bit, although it's fading. That sends things like gold down a little bit, although, it doesn't look weak. It just, initial ebb and flow of that. The real mover is the NASDAQ, I think. It is down over 1% and actually doing kind of a bearish engulfing where it looks like it wants to take out yesterday's low. It actually hasn't retested the September-August, well, this is the August low, but the September, late August low. But this is, it's pretty ugly here. Amazon getting hit, Facebook down 2%, Google down 2%. We'll look at those real quick. Amazon, with this big reversal here. Amazon, Google also down 2%, Facebook down 2%. I think another thing weighing on the NASDAQ is the IBB is just getting murdered today, 6%. And, the NASDAQ's one of those things, if it goes, the spiders are not going to hang in there as well. So SPY outperforming, I think, due to financials with the possibility of a rate hike, but that rate hike is sort of wreaking havoc in other parts of the market. So I picked up a little bit of VXX today just because I still have a lot of longer term things. I want a little bit of protection, so I picked up a kind of a small position here just to hang into the weekend. Other than that, man, I'm just this market is just there's no direction. We're very, very choppy. We're kind of in the middle of its range, if you want to call it that. And I think ultimately, we talked about the 2011 comparison. If we can sell off and get down to these levels, I think that's going to be a buying opportunity. And I would be watching, the 181, which is this pretty low. If we get down there, you can get it around 180. I think that might be something you can do. So right now, everything is just kind of choppy. Technically we have a buy signal against a pretty hard fade. But given the other asset classes, the NASDAQ, the Russell, all that stuff. Russell's down even more, 1.45%. I'm not trying to be a hero and get long before the weekend. At the same time, I don't trust the bears on this one either. So another washing machine kind of mixed up week. A lot of headlines. Some more earnings and things are coming out. One thing that I've been talking about Google a little bit, how it's in the middle of this range. We have earnings coming up on October 15th. I think Google probably, if it can sell off into this back into 600 before earnings, I think that might be an area to either sell put spreads or buy calls. But I'm cautiously just on the sidelines right now for the most part. I have my longer term stuff, and I'm trading a little bit of Apple. I closed my Apple calls today. I'm not getting the movement. I'd rather take the small loss than wake up Monday with a gap down or something. But like I said, mainly kind of just, watching this sideways action. There's really no direction here. So, headline-driven market. We'll see what comes out next week. Maybe we can if we can get an early week sell-off, maybe we can sell off Monday, Tuesday. I'd be willing to buy some calls on, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. but we'll have to kind of see what happens in the next week. So that's all I got, guys. Tough market right now. Hang in there, and we'll talk to you on Monday.